The scoreboard operator is responsible for running the scoreboard during the games. Prior to the start of the game, check the game clock to ensure it is operating properly, including the penalty timers. When operating the scoreboard for the first time, the scoreboard operator should familiarize him or herself with clock operation prior to the teams appearing on the ice in order to minimize any unnecessary delays once the game has started. To reset the scoreboard, press the menu key followed by the Enter key. To set the time, press Set Main Clock, then enter the appropriate time, including the decimal digits. Then press the Enter key. Prior to the teams entering the ice, the scoreboard operator should place the appropriate warm-up time on the clock and start this time immediately once the teams have entered the ice. At the conclusion of the warm-up period, the horn should be sounded and the appropriate time for the first period placed on the clock. The clock should be started upon execution of the face-off and should be stopped each time the whistle is blown. Prior to the center ice face-off to start each period, the referee will check with the game scoreboard operator and the scorekeeper to ensure they are ready to start. A simple nod of the head or thumbs up will signal to the referee that you are ready to go. Once the game has started, it is the scoreboard operator's responsibility to enter shots on goal and goals scored. To enter a shot on goal, press the Shots on Goal Plus button for the appropriate team. Goals are entered in the same manner. Stop the clock, then press the Score Plus button. In some instances, running time may be used. In this case, the clock is started upon execution of the face-off to start the period and is stopped only in situations when a goal is scored, a penalty is assessed, or there is an injured player or other unusual delay. When time has been stopped under these circumstances, the clock shall be restarted upon the completion of the ensuing face-off. Please check with the referee or other on-ice officials to verify their definition of running time. If for some reason the clock is not stopped or started at the appropriate time, the scoreboard operator should immediately do so when it has been brought to their attention. A mental note should be made to an estimate of how much time elapsed, and this information should be relayed to the on-ice officials for the proper determination as to what adjustments must be made to the time. These adjustments should be made in a timely manner to minimize the delay. All penalties which require a team to play short-handed should be placed on the penalty clock for the appropriate length of time immediately upon being assessed. This excludes coincidental penalties and misconduct penalties. The game timekeeper should be familiar with the rules pertaining to coincidental penalties, misconduct penalties, delayed penalties, and penalty termination. To place a penalty onto the scoreboard, select the appropriate player penalty button, followed by the player's number, then press Enter. A penalty time will come up. If you need to change it, enter the new time, followed by Enter. When a goal is scored, which results in the termination of a penalty, the scoreboard operator shall remove this penalty prior to the play commencing. To remove a penalty from the scoreboard, press the Delete Penalty button, then use the arrow keys to select the appropriate penalty, followed by Enter.